It's Ben here from Mariner Media, and in this video I just want to go over a little bit about billing thresholds and also how to set account limits. This is something that comes up a lot. People just making sure they don't spend too much on their ads, because sometimes you leave your ads on, and if they overspend, you're leaving them for too long. You can come back into your account and be like, "Oh my god, I've spent £1,000 without even noticing." So making sure you know how to put thresholds on there, and knowing where to come to see how much you've spent. And see your previous payments and get invoices is really, really important. So the first thing is that if you need to find your invoices for Facebook for business, if you're doing your accounts, yearly accounts, if you come into if you're in your business manager, it's under billing. So billing just here, click on that, you'll get this screen up. And then in here, you've got these little download buttons here. So you can just download let me see that. You can download PDFs of your billing. So that will give you all of the different transactions, which campaign it was spent on, how much was spent, the dates, times, whatever. And that's really good for, that's perfect for accounting. Everything is there you need. And they can just literally be packaged up and sent off to the accountant without any need for processing it. So that's how you download those. Also, if you want to set your account limit, so in case that, say your budget for a week is £1,000 and you've got lots of different campaigns running and you can't really keep track of them, or you're not checking them every day, then I'll tend to just set up a threshold. And also if you make a mistake, if you do too many different ad sets, or you're running a lot of ads, and then you're not keeping track of exactly how much you've got going, you can just set a threshold. So when you hit that, it just stops. So let me just open this up here. It's been a bit slow. It's going to take a while to load, but yeah, you just want to make sure that you don't overspend with your ads, because it's so easy to get things running, get excited, start going, look at the results, and then come back and be like, oh my god, if it's like £30 a day over, say, like 10 campaigns, you come back and you're like, oh my god, 5 days later, you spent a couple of £1,000, and it's just always a bit of a shock. So yeah, be really, really careful about how much you're spending. This is hopefully going to load up now. Cool. There you go. So yeah, so I've got an account limit here of £7,000, because sometimes as well, Facebook will have a glitch and it will just keep charging, or it might double charge. So you want to make sure that you're kind of protected as well against that. I had a client a while ago who we spent a full campaign. We spent about £20,000, and then Facebook double charged by accident. Obviously got the refund back, but you don't want it. That threshold there will just stop it from getting out of control if there's anything wrong, because obviously this is linked directly to your bank account, so you don't want a mistake to happen and then suddenly £10,000 come out of your account. So obviously it depends on how much you're spending. Like if you're spending a small amount, obviously it's not going to be that much, but it's in proportion to how much you spend. So yeah, so I've got my account spending limit up here for the month, so that is £7,000, and you can just see there, like if I accidentally spend too much, if I leave ads on and it gets to that point and I don't check my ad account, it will stop it before it spends too much. Yeah, also obviously got here your payment methods, so you can switch payment methods. Also, if you've got account credit, so account ads credit is when Facebook will give you credit if you've been overcharged, or if they're doing promotion, they'll give you ad credit, and it will always come out of the ad credit first. The last thing that I want to say, just account billing limits. So what will happen is when you set up a new account, Facebook will charge you. You start running an ad, Facebook will charge you, say, like £7. It will first bill it like that, and then it will kind of give you a bit more leeway. The next bill will come at where you spent £30, then it's like £50, and it will go up and up and up and up. So that's really important to remember. Like it will charge you a small amount at the beginning, and then as you spend more, the amount that you have to spend before it charges you gets wider and wider and wider. Because obviously, if you're spending £5,000 a day, you don't want to be billed every £20, because you're going to have so many transactions going through your account. Obviously, the same as well. If you're spending a couple of £100, you might want it to charge every sort of £20. Might want to come out. So if you want to set up your the threshold, the billing threshold. Let me just, yeah. So if you come into here, you can see billing date and threshold, and you can actually set the amount it charges you, the amount it gets to before it charges you. So say, for example, every £100, I want that to take it out of my account. Otherwise, it will just build up and build up and build up, and it will charge in one go. So normally you don't want to let it get to, say, you don't want to charge like £1,000, £2,000 a time, because it will build up and build up, build up to that level. and then suddenly it will just charge it all in one go. And it's quite hard to manage your cash flow if, you know, once a month you just suddenly have a lump sum just come out. Well, as soon as it hits that threshold, that lump sum for the last 3 weeks of ads comes out, and it can be a little bit difficult. So obviously, I haven't got one set at the moment, so it will just be at my top threshold, which is about, I think, £700. But you can set whatever you want in here. And once you reach that, it will just bill you, say £700, for example. It will just bill you that. Every time you hit £700, it will bill you there. Or if you don't hit £700, or whatever you set, the billing date, whatever's left over, will just come out on the 11th. So that's like the billing date. So say if you only spend £699 and your threshold is 700, then on the 11th, they'll just take the 699. Cool. Okay. So that's everything to do with spending limits, and billing. You know, invoices, that kind of stuff is a bit boring, but you know, something you really need to know about. It's the one thing that stops you from overspending on Facebook, because that can really, really hurt you. You know, if you suddenly log into your account and Facebook have taken $5,000 out of your account, it can be a bit of a shock sometimes. You know, depending on how much you're used to spending on ads. So, really hope that's helpful. If you guys want to just check out the link in the bio. Or in the description. We've got loads of free resources for you over on Mariner Media website. We also have Mariner Media for small businesses, so check that out. I hope to see you guys on the next video.